Hey Jacob, so I thought I'd take a look at your video here and give you some pointers. I don't like to analyze an entire throw because I could probably pick apart 7 to 10 things that you could improve upon. And you're a young thrower, but what I want to do is I want to focus on like the start of the throw and the entry into the circle. So let's take a look at the back here and your wind up and how you get out around the left. One of the key things that every coach, no matter who you are, is going to look for is as you turn to open that left foot and knee to get out around and then enter the circle from the back. They want to see if you can get out around the left, okay, as wide out to the left side and the left, the left side basically before you decide to enter into the center. And what we see with a lot of young throwers is we see a lot of just falling into the center. They're too anxious to turn and get to the center of the ring. And they have a tendency to lean into the center or fall into the center almost just to get onto that right foot too soon. So this has a lot to do with leg strength. This has a lot to do with patience. If you take a look at our Ryan Krauser breakdown on our YouTube page, you'll notice that Krauser is amazing at being very patient and slow out around the left before he actually enters into the center of the circle. So let's take a look at you here right now. So right away, I already see that you were already dropping into the center of the circle and you haven't even left this foot yet. So this is already a problem. Entry out of the back of the circle is critical to the throw. If you don't have good entry from the rear of the circle, you're not going to have a good throw. It just isn't going to happen because there are certain pillars, there are certain steps. There's about 5 key steps to a throw and elements that will allow it all to come together and put you in a good power position to finish. What I notice with young throwers is that more often than not, they can stand throw almost as far as they can do a full turn, and that's largely because when you're in a stand throwing position, you're probably doing things more technically correct than when you try to do a full throw. Don't get me wrong, there's some young kids out there that can just arm whip it, off a full throw, but really they're technically not very sound. So right now, like I said, what's happening is that you're already falling into the center of the circle here. Let's go a little bit further. So if you notice your body lean is already going this way, okay? We do not want to have a body lean that's falling into the center, okay? And if you take a look at that blue line there, you're already falling into the center. We want to see this, let me clear that. So we want to see this foot come way wider, then go to the center, okay? And what's happening right now is that because you are falling into the center, you're not going to be able to do that, all right? So that's what I want you to focus on. And this is what I said about doing those 360s, is that all my athletes that I work with don't even get to try a full turn until they can do at least 10 360s in a row without falling off to the right or the left. They can do a complete 360 on this leg here and come all the way around back to center without falling, okay? So that is crucial, and that's why I tell every one of my throwers, whether you're at home, in a driveway, it doesn't matter, in the basement, anywhere where you've got a surface that you can do turns on, do 360s. Keep doing 360s, because what that does is that really teaches this leg to be super strong, teaches it to be patient, and then allows you to get out around this left before entering into the center of the circle, all right? And so that's what right now you're not doing. And so let's take a look at that body position again. So you see how you're super leaning into the center of the circle? You're almost chest down. Your chest is facing down. Your eyes are facing down. We don't want that. We want our chest up and our eyes up looking at the field, okay? So right now I can tell you, even if somebody showed me this image by itself, I'd say this isn't going to be a good throw. And I'm not trying to be critical, Jacob. Don't get me wrong. I'm really trying to help you. But your entry from the back is so critical to the success of the entire throw. Here's one other thing we talk about too. This knee here, as it turns, and this foot should be at 12 o'clock. But as you can see, you've turned so far past 12, you're now at about 10 p.m., okay? So, and that's because you did not get out around the left, as I mentioned before, all right? You want to make sure that you're getting to 12 o'clock, getting this leg wide, and then going through the circle this way, okay? But I don't want to analyze any more of this. I'm going to stop right here because I will say this much though. See how your lean is way over here? So watch when your right foot drops, where it drops. Here's the center of the circle, roughly. You've gone past center and you've gone way off to the left. So what's going to happen in this is that this foot here is probably going to end up swinging too wide, and your throw is going to end up going out to the right sector, okay? Once again, too many things to talk about. Yep, there it is. And the right foot came down and it blocked you, and that's why your throw goes way out to the right instead of out to the center of the field. Okay, but let's go back to the beginning. Let's work on 360s. Let's work on keeping our eyes up, chest up. Let's get this leg out around, okay, and get out around the left. All right, buddy? If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me.